Do you remember when you were back in high school? I do, but I'm probably older than most of you guys out there. But back in high school, we used to have some classes that were called electives. And we used to have woodshop. We used to have auto mechanics. We used to have electronics. We had home economics. We had pottery. I remember doing pots and things like that. And the classes were like every 6 weeks. We rotate, from one class to the other one. So we got to learn different subjects, right? And then we got to pick the one that we liked the most. I personally, I loved woodshop. So throughout the 4 years of high school, I took woodshop. I made tables, I made bracelets in the lace for girls and things like that. And then when I went to college, I also took woodshop in college, which was great. All those classes went away. What happened? They all went away. We had auto mechanics, we had metal, electronics. So today, welcome to Talking with Jorge. And I have a guest here with me. Her name is Danci Gutierrez. Danci, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, welcome Danci to the
Thank you for
studio.
having me,
Yeah,
Jorge.
absolutely. And I understand that you have a program that is similar to the electives that we used to have back in high school.
Yes, Auto Pros Academy was created last year in 2025, and we launched from middle school STEM. That was our first launch. But this year, we're launching our high school program at our auto shop, Auto Pros. We've been in the Antelope Valley, Lancaster for 41 years.
Wow.
So this is our way of giving back.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to be teaching automotive technology. So we're starting in August. We follow the school year. Our programs are at 4:30 to 6:30, and it's every Tuesdays and Thursdays for our high school program. We're launching our automotive engineering and technology prep for ninth and 10th graders.
Wow.
And it's basically intro to automotive.
Right.
It's
Right.
just intro. It's not too heavy,
Uh-huh.
not too book heavy. And then on Thursdays, we have automotive engineering and technology advanced. And that is the class. It's for juniors. And that one is a little bit more structured in the books as well for learning to be able to pass your ASE certification test.
Wow, this is
So,
this is wonderful.
mhm,
And this is for high school students?
high school students.
Is there a fee for this?
It is absolutely free. We are nonprofit.
Beautiful, beautiful. So any student that wants to learn about automotive can sign up to your classes and start taking the classes.
That's correct. For our ninth and 10th grade, we're only accepting 20 students.
Okay.
We teach in teams, so 20 students will be divided into 4 teams. So there's some competitiveness.
Oh, okay.
Kids love to be competitive against which team is going to be the top team.
Uh-huh.
And then the same thing for our advanced class, which is for the 11th graders.
Uh-huh.
That's a 2-year program. So we're only taking 11th graders, and then the next year there'll be 12th graders, and we'll get them very prepared to be able to enter into the automotive industry. And then one more thing that's different than any other program if you're trying to get your ASE certifications.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you what ASE means. It's Automotive Service Excellence. And that's a certification for an automotive technician. When you take the test, it's saying that you are a expert at that particular part of the car, like suspension, brakes, wiring. Those tests are hard, but a lot of businesses, a lot of automotive tech shops are looking for ASE certified people.
Right.
But the great thing is that after our students graduate high school, they must graduate high school. Then they are offered a 2-year paid apprenticeship to work at the automotive shop at Auto Pros.
Oh, wow. This is
We
wonderful.
have to do it
So-
right because if they take their test, the ASE certification, they will not allow you to have your certification unless you've proved that you've worked at a shop for 2 years.
Yeah, you gotta have experience, work
You have to
experience.
have the hands-on, not just the book.
Uh-huh.
The book. So you need your hands-on. You show the proof that you worked at an auto shop. They sign off on it, and then you're offered your certification. After that is job placement.
Mm-hmm.
So we've created a seamless pathway: middle school, high school, paid apprenticeship, job placement.
Wow. What got you into this? How did you get into this?
Well, we see that there is a nationwide shortage of automotive technicians, and Auto Pros is feeling it as well. It's very difficult to hire technicians when we can't find any. You know, Auto Pros would love to expand and add more shops in the Antelope Valley, but we can't do that if we can't find quality people.
Hmm.
That was one aspect. And then the other aspect is there is no automotive shop in schools anymore,
Right.
in high school. And then the next thing is what was concerning to us is, do you know that only 10% of high school graduates go to college, and 90%, what happens to them? Do they go to an expensive trade school? What do they do? So we thought, okay, all three aspects together of the nationwide shortage, also with no auto shop in school anymore,
Right.
and then the high cost of going to college or trade school. Most students are thinking, I can't afford that. What am I going to do? So this is a way of, we thought we could do better. Let's find a way to help students, especially that are underserved, find a career
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
they don't need to worry so much. So our motto is, if you do the hard work, and we'll get you there at the end of the end of the what's the
The
word I'm
program.
thinking? No, there's a word that I was going to say, that the finish line.
Oh, okay, the finish line.
The finish line, right?
Uh huh.
We will hold your hand. We'll get you there. You just have to do the hard work.
This is amazing. It's a great opportunity for the students.
Yes.
It keeps them away from getting in trouble out there because this is after school program,
Yes, it is.
right?
Yes.
And so you say that you are limited to 20 students, right?
Correct.
And this is open to the entire Antelope Valley or just Lancaster or Palmdale?
All of Antelope Valley.
Okay, and we have so many students that, 20, you're going to get filled out really quick.
Yes, I'm already taking enrollment now.
Yeah? So
Open enrollment
this
is now.
This is a first come, first serve type of thing.
Yes, it
right?
is. Yes,
How
it
do
is.
kids apply? Where do they find the information to apply for this?
They just go to our website, and there is a registration for whatever classes you want to take. If you want to enroll in the middle school, there is a link for that. If you want to enroll in the 9th and 10th grade, there's a link for that. And then if you want to enroll in the 11th grade, there's a link for that. So
Okay.
we are right now open enrollment for the new school year, 2026-2027 school year.
How long is this program? How long does it last from beginning, when they start the classes till the end?
We follow the whole school year.
The whole school year?
Yes, so it's a year program.
What happens if you have more than 20, you have 40, 50
We have a
students?
waiting list.
You have a waiting list?
We have a waiting list. We had a huge waiting list for when we did our middle school STEM program, our future auto techs middle school
Uh-huh.
at Hillview. We did recruitment for 2 days for their orientation, and I only had 40 spots available. I had 68 applications.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I received the registration for the podcast, right? For you to come and do the podcast. And I saw the name and I'm like, okay, what are we talking about? Who is this, right? So last night I was getting ready for the podcast today and I went to look who you were, right? Now, we met each other many years ago, but
Yes.
I didn't recall, okay? But we met.
Until I reminded you.
Yeah, you reminded me, yeah. So, but last night I'm like, who is this person? What are we talking about? What's the podcast going to be about, right? And we have no scripts, nothing, and here in this room it's just you and I. There's nobody here, right? And so I stalked you. I was on Facebook. I
Okay.
found you on Facebook, and I was going through, and I saw the flyer, so I had an idea what we were going to talk about. But then I saw also a flyer that you have a program for girls.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Jorge.
Yeah, I saw the flyer.
Yes, I'm so glad. We are putting on our first workshop,
Uh huh.
and it is exclusively for girls. It's Girls Garage Day, April 4th, and it is only for 20 girls. We keep our classes very small.
Uh-huh.
You need to. If it's too many students, you get lost.
Yeah, you
need
get
to
you
be-
get more attention to
Yes,
that individual.
that's why we keep everything. The sweet spot is 20, no more than that. So it's exclusive for 20 girls, and it is completely free for the girls because it's completely business sponsored. It's completely paid for by our sponsors, and it's a full day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. to
Uh-huh.
learn about basic automotive.
Basic automotive.
And our theme in the flyer is get your hands dirty.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the
Yeah,
flyer. I saw your
yeah.
3D cartoon AI, I guess.
Which one?
You have a cartoon on one of the flyers on Facebook. There's a caricature of yours.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
I, I created myself as a cartoon like you do.
Yeah, I
I saw
saw
that.
that. I saw that picture. I'm like,
Yeah.
she looks familiar, but I don't remember. I don't remember her, you know?
But now you remember
Now I
me.
remember
It was
you.
from Penny Saver.
It was from Penny
Yep.
Savers, and we say we go back maybe 20 years ago,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
20 years ago. You
And
used
here
to.
we are again.
Here we are again. You know, you used to work for the Penny Saver.
Yep. 14 years.
14 years, and then Penny Saver went out, and we all were like, "What? Penny Saver went out?" You know.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see you for a long time. You know, till today, this morning
Uh-huh.
when you walked in the office.
Well, I changed industries, of course, when Penny Saver went under. Gone were my advertising and marketing career
Yeah.
because I handled the Penny Saver here in the Antelope Valley. That was my baby.
Now, some of our viewers don't know who the Penny Saver was, right?
Oh, they know who the Penny Saver
Well,
is.
the young ones, the ones who probably
They
going to
probably don't
register
know.
for your class, they,
Yeah,
they don't know
they
who
probably
the
don't know.
Yeah, it was a magazine that was direct mail to customers in the whole state of California, I think, or certain
All the
area,
state of
LA
California
County.
every week.
Every week, we used to get the Penny Saver, and we used to get specials and sales and all kinds of things
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
It was a good
It
little
did.
magazine.
It did fantastic. And
Yeah.
do you know? I have some fun fact.
Uh-huh.
After the Penny Saver went under, we had a couple of employees, even our president, that was trying to revive the Penny Saver, but on its own,
Uh-huh.
just 'cause since Penny Saver went under. And I found out that Antelope Valley was the top book in all of California for having its covers, front and back covers, continuously sold. Antelope Valley, number one in all of California.
Really?
So, yes, I was very proud of that when I heard that.
I remember because, I do some marketing for some of my customers, right? In Camacho Auto Sales, used to advertise a lot on the Penny
yeah.
Saver. I used to
Double
design
truck,
the ad.
2
Yeah.
pages.
I
That's
used to
right.
do the ad
Yep.
for Camacho Auto Sales and send it to you guys.
Uh-huh.
There was another one. I don't know if you remember Carpet for Less,
Yes,
Mario.
yes.
He used to say, "I'll be here waiting for you,"
Yes.
right?
And we used to do the flyers.
Yeah.
Insert the
The
flyers into the.
inserts.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to do the
Yes.
inserts.
Yes.
Yeah, Penny Saver was great. Let's get back to the program, all right?
Yes.
So,
But you were asking me, where did I go? After
Yeah.
Penny Saver went
Uh-huh.
under, I went into telecom. I got a job in Spectrum. I was at
Okay.
Spectrum for 8 years, so I did telecom.
okay.
And then, it wasn't in my heart anymore. It just wasn't in my heart anymore doing sales. And then that's when my husband said, "Hey, we'll come work at Auto Pros."
Yeah, because your husband has the Auto Pros for a long time.
Over 41 years.
41 years
Yes.
experience. And Auto Pros is located on 10th Street West,
Correct.
probably right around Avenue J somewhere?
J4.
J4?
J4 on 10th Street
Okay.
West. Right next to the Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, right there. So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm going from Palmdale on 10th Street West towards Lancaster, it's going to be on my right-hand side,
That is correct.
right?
Yep.
I remember.
We're
I've
in
been
that
there.
direct location.
I've been there before. It's a little shop inside in the back. There's a few shops.
It's a industrial park that's just for automotive, but it's
Yes.
kind of hidden.
Yes, it's kind of
Yes,
hidden in there.
yes.
Yes. Okay, so the program starts when?
Our high school program,
Uh-huh.
we are launching August
August.
this year
Okay.
for the new school year.
Is there a deadline to register? I'm sure the deadline is as soon as the 20 people register.
No, because we're taking a waiting list as well.
Okay.
Yep. We will have a very strict attendance policy and participation policy. So if you have 2 unexcused absences, we will remove you from the program. You'll be withdrawn. And then someone from the waiting list will take your spot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's basically, or if you're not participating in your teams, someone will take your spot.
Yeah.
Because I am sure, just like you mentioned, we're only taking 40 high school students, and it's all for Antelope Valley. So I am sure that we are going to have a huge enrollment and a huge waiting list. So
Yeah.
we want to find, our goal, to be honest with you, is to find the stars. We want to find the stars. And I'll tell you, it's so gratifying for us. I told you we mentioned that we launched the middle school STEM program. We have one student, I kid you not, he is a 6th grader, And we wish that we can hire him right now
He's that
at Auto
good.
Pros.
He's good.
He's a sixth grader,
Yeah, he's young.
but he is brilliant. He is brilliant. He finishes all of the different projects that we do, the competitions. One of them was the wiring of figuring out the wiring and where the problem was. He did that in less than 3 minutes.
Amazing.
We have some of our own techs that can't figure that out.
This
He
is
did it in 3 minutes. So we have to wait until he's at least 16 to hire him. But that's what I mean. Finding these kids that have this natural ability that is so gratifying to see that. It just makes me so happy to find the students that were bringing that out, and now they have a clear vision of what they want to do, knowing that we're going to hold their hand the whole way, and they can be whatever they want to be and whoever they want to be. And we want to be able to cultivate master technicians like my husband.
right.
Yeah.
Right. This is one of the kids. The sixth.
He's going to be one of our masters. I can already feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
But yes, we're
Wow.
looking for the stars.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it. You guys want to sign up for this? Don't wait for tomorrow. Do it now. Do it today because they're only taking 20 students. Other than that, you'll go on the waiting list. So, what else?
Girls Garage Day.
The garage day
I only have 7 spots left out of 20.
out of 20.
I only have 7.
And then to register for the girls, do they go to the same website?
They go to the website. They can go under our events, and you'll see that event and click on the link, and you can go ahead and apply for that.
Okay.
And that's for middle school and high school students for Girls Garage Day. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Fun. Okay. Anything else?
Anything else? I think we went through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you
alright.
want to ask me about what we do in our classes.
Yeah. Tell me, what do you guys do in the class? Well, I know it's automotive, but
But what are we teaching in
yeah.
automotive?
Okay. So what are you teaching? Do you guys take an actual car apart and put it back together, or what?
No, for our middle school STEM program, we do 15 different projects. One of our first project that we did is a balloon powered car. They build a balloon powered car out of a plastic water bottle, and then a balloon, a straw, and then we gave them some wheels, and the balloon actually makes the car move. And they're learning about Newton's law just by something easy as that. And that was a lot of fun. They love the races of which car is gonna, and we have each team make 2 cars because we tried to mimic real life, like in the races, and they have 2 cars when they present. So they have a lot of fun with that. We recently just finished at Hillview. We finished Project 10. And that project was completely created by my husband, Rudy Gutierrez. He's our head instructor. He's an ASE master technician.
Okay.
So he has 11 certifications
Wow.
in the ASEs.
In the ASE.
So that means he is a expert in every single piece of the car. But he used to work before he opened up his own shop when he was still a high school student.
Wow.
And then became a college student. He worked for Ford in research and development. So he has some stories about these cars that never came to be produced because there's a structure of how it's built. First, it's drawn, and then they make a model, and then they make the car, and they test the car. He was saying about there was this one car, it was called a Scorpion. It was beautiful. It never was created.
Really?
It was never created, but he wanted to use that experience and bring it to the classroom. So that's our end project. Is they are building a prototype car out of styrofoam and clay, just like if they were in research and development at that stage. Because of course we can't have middle school students build a whole car,
Right.
but they're going to build a prototype. So Project 10, he came up with the idea of what is it like when the car is being made in the factory, right? The auto factory. So we bought model cars, and as soon as we gave the model cars to the students, the teams, they were putting the car together. And we had to advise them, no, 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 don't put the car together. You're going to lay it out of how the car is made in sequence. What's first? The chassis,
Uh-huh.
how lay it out. And they made dioramas of their factory
Wow.
of how the car is laid out. And then we got army men. My husband painted all of the army men different colors, and he made sure he clipped all the little guns. He sat there and clipped all the guns off the army men to be politically correct.
Uh-huh.
And we painted them red for engineers, yellow for quality control, and green for workers. And he wanted our students to put their army men where they felt where their employees would be. And the students, the teams had to make their logo of their car company and name their car. So we just finished Project 10. It was a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
And we were really lucky for at Hillview, we had some engineers from Lockheed Martin come and join our class, and they got to see our dioramas.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
That's
Project 10,
that's a great experience for the students.
right?
It's
Yeah.
amazing
They
experience. for
they
the students.
really, Jorge, they really want to touch it, feel it, because they're just always on the phone and on their computer. They really love projects where they get to put their hands and build and make things, painting,
Yeah.
drawing. So we try to make all of our projects more hands-on than just lecture. They fall asleep. They don't want to hear lecture.
Yeah. Yeah. Hands on. It's
They
good.
they have to
Yeah.
do the hands-on. Even when we were doing wiring, they were doing wiring, and we put it on the TV, and they could do the wiring on the computer and the TV. They didn't even want to do that. They said, no, we want to touch it, feel it. But we have to. It's a pilot.
Yeah.
So we wanted to see what they like, what they don't like. They have a survey after every project because we want to really hear what they think and what they want. And it's really they just want to create things with their hands.
Yeah. Let's go back to the girl program.
Yeah.
You said that that one is done by sponsors,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Can you get more sponsors? And what kind of sponsors do you have? Who are they?
I would love more sponsors. The more
Okay.
sponsors, the better.
Are they all like automotive related
Nope.
sponsors? No.
Nope. We have NOLA. We have NOLA Financial.
Uh-huh.
She's one of our
Mary?
Mary. That's right. She's one of our sponsors. I met her at the Antelope Valley Impact for Women
Okay.
luncheon,
Yeah.
and yes, and I went up to her and I said, "You're a woman of impact. How would you like to do this?" And she said, "Absolutely." So she's sponsoring some girls,
Okay.
and then we have RX Paris.
Okay.
Law firm is one of
Yes.
our sponsors, and then we also have Chick-fil-A in Lancaster.
In Lancaster, okay.
They're one of our sponsors. Let's see, we have Little Groove is in Lancaster. They're one of our sponsors.
Okay.
Little Groove, they have a play area for children that are under 6.
Young.
So small little
Yeah,
children
yeah,
can
yeah.
play, and it's not like a Chuck E. Cheese environment.
Okay.
It's a very quiet and it's a nice, relaxing location. So they're one of our sponsors. Let's see who else is on my list. The Sunrise Rotary is one of our
Okay.
sponsors.
The San Sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
You have some good sponsors.
Yeah.
What if somebody wants to be a sponsor? How can they reach you?
they could just contact me through our website.
Through the website?
Yes, they
Okay.
can.
All right.
We have Wow Project is one of our sponsors. They're right here located in Lancaster. I'm Palmdale, right here on Palmdale
Palmdale,
Boulevard.
okay.
Oh, she does wonderful projects for the kids. Very hands-on.
And you can never have too many sponsors, right?
I like the more sponsors you have, the better, because it's collective. You come
easier.
together, and Los Angeles is also one of our sponsors.
Los Angeles, yeah.
And one of our speakers. So we're going to have 4 speakers.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have a speaker for Auto Pros, Automotive, which is my husband. He'll have 10 minutes to speak to our girls.
Okay.
And then Los Angeles will also be able to speak to the girls relating to automotive, but the auto body side. And then we have Mary from NOLA. She's going to speak to our students about money matters, about money management. And
Mm-hmm.
then we have Stacy from Phoenix Rising.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to talk about leadership. Leadership. So we have four speakers
Uh-huh.
for the panelists, and then after that, we'll be doing our awards of
Wow.
who is the top team.
Wow. This is great for the students because they get the hands-on experience. They get to learn about automotive, right? They get to learn about businesses because financing, all about how to run your business and things like that. So it's a
Hmm.
great experience. I think it's a great program, and thank you for putting
Thank you,
something like
Jorge.
this together for the Antelope Valley, Dancy. Thank you for reaching out, coming out here and talk to me about the program,
Hmm.
educating me, and let the audience know what your program is.
Definitely.
You heard it. That she's got room for sponsors. So if you want to become a sponsor, reach out to Dancy. She can never have too many sponsors, and you're doing a great cause because you're helping a student, you're helping somebody young to learn something that they utilize in the future, in their life, right?
Hmm.
You will probably be taking someone out of getting in trouble into becoming a productive adult in society. So, Nancy, thank you. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you so
in.
much, Jorge, for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you want to come in, if you
I
want
would
to,
love to.
when the graduation happens and you have your top star over there, if you want to bring him in here, we can talk to him and
Uh
to
huh.
see how his or her experience was through the program, right? And so we can share it and, with other students that could be at the next class, right? At
Yes.
the next
We're going
class.
to have several workshops throughout the whole year.
Okay.
Um, we're going to have in May, Mom and Me.
Mhm.
Same project, it, just like the Girls Garage Day, but for adults, for
Oh,
women and their student. And then in June, we're going to have Dad and Me.
okay.
And that's the same thing. They'll get to learn basic automotive with their student. And then throughout the rest of the year, we're going to be doing different workshops to educate the public
Okay.
when to do it yourself and when to call a professional.
Right.
Then there's one that's avoid the big scam,
Mm-hmm.
because really Auto Pros would is really aimed at wanting to change the negative stigma of automotive industry that we're all out to get you and rip you off.
Right.
And that's not true. There are shops that really care about their clients.
They are. I
There
have.
is.
I have
So,
one. I,
right?
I use the one that I've used. I've been using for years. Down the street here in Palmdale on
Mm-hmm.
Sixth Street, Sergio's Mufflers.
Mm-hmm.
Very honest. Good
He's been
mechanic.
around for
It's
years.
been around for a
He
long
used to
time.
advertise in the Penny Saver.
It
He
used
was one
to.
of our top customers.
Ah,
That's right.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
again, Nancy, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for coming. You guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys around town.